Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the Changemakers podcast. Today's episode features my amazing grandparents, Anando and Saddhen. They've both been vegan for around 5 years now, and they were actually longtime vegetarians before that. They're really fit, they're healthy, they're active, they're just amazing. I love them both so much. And in this episode, we talk about why they transitioned towards veganism. So that includes the story of how my grandfather, he developed prostate cancer that got him to leave all animal products behind because they all include hormones. He's since been cleared of cancer, thankfully, and super healthy. And my grandma's transition towards veganism as well, which comes from more of an animal perspective because her dad used to be a hunter, so that got her to become vegetarian at a very early age. In the episode, we talk a lot about, having a whole food plant-based diet. They give tips on, what foods to focus on, how they eat, a day in the life of a vegan grandparent. And they have a lot of sustainability tips as well, because they live in the middle of France. They have their own homegrown garden, and they're just very sustainable, eating from their own garden. And yeah, it's really, really amazing. So I really loved having them on the podcast, and I hope you will too when you listen to them. So without further ado, please enjoy my conversation with the fabulous, the famous vegan grandparents. Well, thank you so much for joining me on my podcast, my amazing grandparents. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Happy to be here.
Yes. So Anando and Saddhen are your names. And how old are you both today?
I am 74.
Yes.
And I am 73.
Yes.
I'm the young one.
And how long have you both been vegan now?
Must be almost
5 years?
5 years at least.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before turning vegan, how long were you vegetarian?
I think from my 24th on, so that's 50 years now.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yes, 50
Oh,
years.
congrats.
Yeah. And before I didn't eat so much meat because I didn't like it.
Yeah. And Opa?
Almost the same. I'm vegetarian since...
You still ate meat sometimes, right?
Yeah, before.
Yeah, there was a period that I had kind of the need. I need meat. Not knowing at that time that I needed protein, but you can have also other proteins. So
Yeah.
I did occasionally, but it's 3 times in a year or...
Really?
Yeah, it's not...
Okay.
It's
Chicken.
not... chicken, yeah.
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 Yeah. And what happened when you both turned vegan? What was it that turned you guys towards, leaving all animal products? Was it prostate cancer discovery?
For me, it was the prostate cancer. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Could you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I read about it, what can be the cause of prostate cancer. So was clear to me that I had to avoid some things like eggs, meat, all things with hormones. I had to avoid that. That was the best for if in case you have prostate cancer.
Right.
But it's an hormonal thing, so
Right.
you have to avoid that. So milk and all milk products, no meat, no eggs. Eggs is very hormone related. So no.
Yeah.
So I stopped that.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was vegan. Yes.
5 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And then your prostate cancer has been cleared since. Yeah.
Yes.
And you don't want to go back to eating the animal products?
No, I have no urge to eat meat anymore. No, now I know how to replace it well.
Right.
So now I'm doing fine. Yes.
Yeah.
After 50 years?
Stubborn mind.
And Grandma, you turned vegetarian at age 24. What was it that made you turn vegetarian back then?
Now, to be honest, there happens a lot in my life at that moment, and especially emotional. And I didn't know how to change the emotion. So my body didn't feel well. So I started to avoid meat and all kinds of things, and then my body became better.
Wow.
And in the meantime, the emotions also were less. So I thought, okay, and I started meditating, but that was the reason, the special reason. But I didn't like, to be honest, I didn't like meat at all so much, but I had to eat it from my mother when I was little.
Yeah.
So,
and what about your dad? He was a hunter?
oh yeah, my dad was a hunter, yeah. And then when I was a little girl, and I came home playing with my nephews on Saturday, and then I looked in the corridor, and there were hanging all kinds of animals, dead, with the head
Upside
down. And it was horrible. And they hang there for a couple of days, and then my mother prepare the food, and just the smell of the meat cooking, horrible. I never eat it.
Yeah,
So,
really?
and I find it very disgusting also as a little girl.
Yeah.
That I said, why do you kill these animals and eat them?
What kind of animals? Like
There
rabbits?
were rabbits, but also hazen. What is that?
Volgens mij, I think that's rabbits.
No, rabbit is konijn, hazen, and also fazant. That is a bird.
Okay.
And then my dad shoot a lot. And at one point, my mother, she didn't know what the price was of this fazant. So she went one time with 50 of this fazant to a shop. And the guy, he paid her about 3 gulden each fazant. And from that day, we never eat fazant anymore.
Because it was more...
she brought us straight away to the shop.
She sold them.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I didn't like meat.
Yeah.
No.
And then you turned vegan, same time as together you turned vegan 5 years ago.
We went together. Yes.
Oh, vegan, yes,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I didn't, I couldn't, my body didn't like the yogurt and the cheese.
Yeah.
Was not possible to eat for me anymore.
Yeah.
So I skipped that already. And then also the eggs was not, my body doesn't like that anymore.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm just, totally vegan.
And then how do you both feel?
Much better.
Since
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. Yeah. I know a lot of people think that they lose something if they don't eat meat and milk products, but that's not the case. You win. It's not you lose something. You win something. You win a lot of health advantages.
Yeah.
Really. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You feel better, like you feel more energetic and
Yes, much
can do
more.
more.
Much more energetic than I used to be before changing to vegan.
Yeah.
After already a long period of vegetarian, but then the vegan, turning vegan was really a game changer. Yes.
Yeah. So you both live quite an active lifestyle. You live in France and you have your own homegrown garden where you eat from, which you have to obviously do the work in the garden as well.
Yep.
So you have a very active lifestyle, and especially you cycle to the
Also,
grocery store. How many kilometers is that trip?
that's almost 25 kilometers
Right.
going and back
Yeah.
again 25. So yeah, it's quite a trip.
It's so nice.
Yes.
Amazing.
But yes, but also going for fun to to make a little tour.
Yeah.
Yes, a Tour de France.
Yes, exactly.
No.
And so I think you both eat mainly a whole food, plant-based
Yeah.
diet, and you also don't eat a lot of meat replacers. You just could you share a little bit about what your meals have? What do you focus on in your meals to get all the proteins and all the vitamins?
Now I focused most of the thing from the proteins. That's for me important, especially for your muscles.
Yeah.
And when you are old, you really need to recover your muscles.
Right.
You need
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
So we eat a lot of beans and
Nuts as well.
Nuts.
Kind of.
Nuts.
Yes, we eat nuts.
and tofu, tempeh, and wat is kikkererwten?
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Yes.
And we just every day something else. But
Yeah.
every day we eat green salad, the
Kale. We eat
kale
kale and
with
Is
salad
that
and
and other salads
all-
which are available from the garden. It depends on what's
what's
there.
there.
It's,
But also every day lupinebonen,
yes,
because they are very good in protein
yes, also.
and they are fermented.
Yeah.
So it's also very good for your ingestion.
Digestion.
Yeah,
Digestion.
And
Yes.
you're gluten-free as well, right?
Yes, I'm gluten-free also. So he bakes all our bread and cakes and gluten-free and vegan.
Yeah.
So we eat every day a carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of nuts in it and all kinds of.
Oh,
So you don't have to think, oh, I didn't have the nuts, or blah blah
Oh,
blah.
no. Eating the cake
Yeah.
will be enough already.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
take any medicine or vitamins?
No, we don't take any medicine.
No.
But what we take is vitamin D on a high basis,
Hmm.
and also B12 on a high doses.
Nice.
And lately we take MSM,
Okay.
and we didn't take that before. And Lonneke, my daughter, she heard it from her vegan raw medicine
Mm-hmm.
doctor, and she said you have to take that. And since that I take my MSM
Okay.
every day, my muscles are better. Everything is more how you say that?
More flexible.
Yeah, flexible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also the veins and in your legs, less pain. So I didn't know that I was missing.
No, me neither. We
Yeah.
didn't know
Nice.
that.
We didn't
But
know that.
apparently you need this as well. It's
Okay.
something which
Zwavel.
well, that's the story with all the nutrients. There are less and less nutrients in the food. It's like
Right.
because of the way they are raised, and like we doing our own vegetables. That's better, but
Yeah.
even then, it's not perfect. So we need to take some things
Supplements,
extra,
yeah.
some supplements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what we are also doing is saving water,
Yeah.
because we have our garden and needs a lot of water. And the first years that we lived there 12 years ago, we used a lot of water from the tap.
Hmm.
And then we found out this is amazing. This is all clean water. So we have a lot of buckets in the garden to collect the water. But also we collect the water from the shower.
Really?
Yes.
And that we use in the toilet and in the garden.
Wow.
So, and also that we did now since I think 3 months, because I heard it on the internet, that if you clean your dishes before in the water from the shower,
Mhm.
before you put it in your dishwasher,
Mhm.
you can short your program from before was 1 hour 34 minutes and now 27 minutes, and it is the same
Really?
clean.
Saves
So
water
save
and
water
electricity.
and electricity.
Yes.
Why is that? Do you know?
Why
Yeah,
is that?
why? Because
Because-
we are short in water in the future.
No, I mean, why the shower water helps shorten the dishwasher?
Because you
Because you
use the
rinse
shower every
everything.
door,
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah.
and you
You rinse all the things.
in the
To-
shower water,
Okay.
and then you do it in the dishwasher.
Yes.
Wow.
Like that.
So you live very sustainably, your household? You have a compost as well?
Yes, we have a
Sure,
compost,
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 and yeah.
Do you have any gardening tips?
Gardening
Garden.
tip.
Yes, you can do everything also in your house.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you just
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so very simple. Also, potatoes. What is aardappels?
Yeah, potatoes.
Potatoes. You can just take
A bucket.
a bucket and you fill it with earth, and then you put 3 potatoes in it,
And
and
then
it grows by itself
Yeah.
in your kitchen or your balcony
Really?
or whatever.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do
you
that.
can do
Yeah, it's really remarkable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really nice.
Very s-
And because it's off season, etc., you don't have trouble with bugs and stuff like that.
with
You know, it's
bugs.
like-
mm.
Because usually when we plant potatoes in the garden, we know around 20 of June you have this
Animals.
these bugs in the potatoes.
Yeah.
So, but going off season, so doing differently
yeah.
makes a lot of difference in the work in the garden.
So listen, how long does it take for a potato to grow?
Average is 90
3 months.
days.
Yeah, 3
90
months.
days.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you get how many, like,
From one potato you get, I think, 6, 7 potatoes.
really?
Yeah.
it's yeah.
And also in the winter.
almost a kilo from one potato.
Yeah.
That's so
Some-
cool.
Sometimes it's more or less half a
Yeah.
kilo.
Potatoes are
but
great.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
depends.
and it's very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does a day in a life look like for you both?
Now, yeah, we stand up in the morning,
We get
and then he makes the breakfast, and
Yeah,
I
usually.
start cleaning the house, and cleaning ourselves with meditation and taking away what's not from us.
Mhm.
And then
What do you make for breakfast?
we make oats,
Oats with some
berries,
blueberries,
blueberries,
banana, strawberry, prunes,
sunflower
sunflower, yeah,
seed.
The oil- the-
raisins.
The oats are you cook them or just
It's
raw?
plain oats,
Okay.
just
With yogurt or something?
flakes, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
Flakes of not because you have this which are already
Cooked before.
cooked before or things like that. We'd like better to have the oats
Raw.
raw,
Yeah.
really raw,
Gluten
just
free.
flakes. It's gluten free.
Yeah.
And then cook it with together with some cocoa water and normal water and the fruit, the banana, and
Amazing.
yeah, that's really nice. We have that actually every day.
Every day.
It doesn't.
With some nuts or raisins.
Yeah,
or-
with
Yeah, we have
walnuts.
some
Yeah,
walnuts on it. Yeah.
a lot.
Nice. Why walnuts especially? You
Yeah,
think
because
it's
they are good for your brain,
good? Yeah.
and it's also omega
Omega.
Omega
3.
three. Three.
Omega 3.
Three.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Cool. Okay. Please continue. Yeah. So breakfast and then.
and then we had the coffee, and then you go most of the time already in the garden,
Yeah, I do some
and I start cooking
For lunch.
for lunch,
for lunch.
and then he comes in and he makes the salad,
Right.
and I do the cooking stuff.
And I give a hand
Yeah.
with whatever is needed, and then
And then we
Cleaning.
start eating again.
and then we have again a meal.
And what does lunch look like? So you guys eat a warm lunch, like
Yes.
a pretty big lunch, bigger than
Yeah.
dinner, I think, right? Or
Yeah,
it's
it's
our
our
dinner.
dinner. Yeah,
It's
it's,
your- yeah,
our dinner.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And then we eat for quinoa with champignons and onion, garlic, some beans in it, and with cocos cream and tomato. And then also cooked broccoli, for example.
Yeah.
And
a very
and then
diverse
sometimes I made burgers from linzen, what's
plate.
that?
Lentils.
Lentils.
Lentils, or from beans.
Amazing.
And then always a very big salad raw.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Because
the salad?
Where
now?
we
a lot of kale and also green vegetables. And I think that's very good for your whole, what is...
Digestive system.
digestion
je darmen.
Yeah.
for your
Digestive system.
intestines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intestine.
It's good for
Yeah.
the.
And then we have again a coffee with carrot
With the
cake.
carrot cake.
Yeah. You have to enjoy
The-
life.
Yeah, and then
The
in the
homemade carrot
afternoon,
cake.
we also in the garden
Yeah,
of
we are busy
busy
doing
with
gardening or doing some
bricolage. What is that?
little things in the house, around the house. There's
Yeah.
always some things to do. It's like
You stay busy.
Stay
stay busy. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's true.
actually it's like we have a working day. It's like you get
Yeah.
up in the morning and have breakfast, and then
Work
all,
starts.
and then working starts. Preparing the meal, getting the salad, doing some gardening. After dinner, back to work, do some little jobs or gardening, and
And then at the end of the afternoon, we
Different.
eat a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon, around 5, 6 o'clock. And then I think 5 pieces from each of us.
yeah,
Yeah, and then a little snack, and that's it.
Yeah. In
like
the
yeah,
evening.
like we have some apple, some depends ananas, banana,
Nice.
Orange.
orange.
But that you have to get from the supermarket as well. Some
yes,
stuff.
The
don't- the apples we
apples
we
do
have.
have from the garden.
Amazing.
Yes.
but the rest is from
But
the
rest
bio
we
store.
we cannot.
Yeah. Because we have in France, some guys have started a shop with all grocery, but you just take your own thing, your bag and everything. So everything is
It's not packed,
packed.
so it's
Yeah.
like
Oh.
And
Yeah.
all the vegetables are from the farmers around our
Wow.
village. All
Amazing.
bio, and also the bread. And there's a very nice community. And also
Cool.
there, because the shop is there, a lot of people came there living because
yeah. There's
That
now
was
people are going to live there,
there
when
be-
they're
because there is the
retired.
shop and all.
They go live in Argentan or
Yeah.
roundabout there because of this shop.
Yeah.
Because they have the certainty they
Yeah.
can buy their
fresh,
all
like
fresh.
fruits and
Yeah,
vegetables.
and for a little
Biological.
for a
And the
normal
price is
price.
very reasonable.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, that's really
Very good
amazing.
initiative.
Yeah, and we also do their. They also, if you have plants, you can share the plants with each other, or you share.
The plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a lot of social connection.
Community.
Yeah,
hmm
and after 6, 7, we don't eat anymore.
No, then it's after we had this latest no the late thing after the fruit. Then we have some bread usually or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So gluten free for
Yeah.
for
For
you.
grandma.
For me, not necessarily gluten free. And then we don't eat anymore. No evening snacks.
Really.
Yeah, just a
No.
banana before we
Oh
go
yeah,
to bed.
banana.
That's new.
banana before. Yeah,
Nice.
we introduced that now recently.
That's good. It's always great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you
for
have
good
to
for a
change.
good sleep.
Amazing. How's your health improved?
Oh yeah, the health insurance was nice because I have something on my veins from my birth on, and the doctor, the cardiologist, he said I have to take medicine, but I tried that for 2 weeks.
The medicine?
The medicine, but my head became very dizzy, and I thought, oh no,
Really?
no. And then I visited him. I said, yeah, I drink a lot of water now because my veins are. And then he started laughing. And he said, yeah, it's working. Yeah. He said, if it's working, yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to be really your own doctor.
Right.
Because I see that the food brings the health.
Right.
And if you leave all this kind of, especially when you are old, you can do all this, the prepared food in the shop. They have all kinds things in it
Yeah.
to stay longer, but it is
Right.
not good for your
Yeah.
body. When you are young, you don't feel it, but when you are our
Older,
age,
Yeah.
then it is really need to. And if you start younger eating clean food, I think the health is much better when you are old.
Nice.
Because I can tell you, my kids, when they were small, they didn't get sugar, they get vegetarian food, they didn't get sweets or kind like this just on the birthday. And I saw that their body were much more healthier when they were teenagers than when I was fed with a lot of sugar, and when I was 16, my
Yeah.
whole teeth fall out of my mouth, and by them,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
amazing that you raised them, vegetarian, your kids.
Yeah.
But it's true about the health. But so you're telling people to focus on whole foods, like
whole grain,
Yeah.
whole foods,
Yeah.
prepare
Yeah.
yourself, and
Because
it is
all
in the
this, you have
beginning.
the time when you're retired,
Yeah.
like us, you have the time to go back to the self-doing everything, self-preparing your food and
Yeah.
use whole
But you also
food,
can do it
things
when
and
you
not
are young.
prepared.
Because also, you just have to be
Yeah.
a little bit thinking, because
Yeah.
when you put your food, when you stand up and you make your rice immediately, and then when it is cooked, you put it in a blanket and
Yeah.
stay the whole day, and in the evening when you come home, the rice is ready.
Yeah.
And you can do with all kinds of things.
to plan ahead.
Yeah,
and,
you plan ahead, and then you
Yeah.
make it, and you have food at evening. But it is a
Yeah.
little bit of planning. But yeah, that's life, eh? You also plan to go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think, oh, shall I go or shall I don't go?
No, your boss won't be happy.
But you are be happy. That's also very important.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Yeah. Do you have one final message that you'd like to share with the listeners today?
Yeah, I like to share. If you eat healthy and you don't think too much, but just do things instead of thinking over, then you are much more healthier, and you have a healthier body, and you have a clear mind. And when you have a clear mind, you get a very touchy heart. So, and I think when everybody goes into in their hearts, the world will be a better place.
100%.
Yeah,
Mm.
and enjoy what you are doing.
Always.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, because even cleaning the floor. Enjoy cleaning the floor, because you are here on the earth to experience, to have a lot of experience, because that's life for.
Yes.
Much experience.
Yeah, you don't want to miss cleaning the floor in the experiences, do you?
No,
And
and
Opa?
just
Okay.
be happy.
And Opa, you have one final message?
Final message.
Just anything
young
that you'd
guys.
like to give advice, or anything that you...
Yeah, keep on moving. It's like that is a very important thing, I think.
Yeah.
And find your own way of moving, sports, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever suits you best. And for me that is cycling. And but there are much more. Before I was running, so I like
Nice.
that at the time. Now I'm doing the cycling, and find your own sport and do that and like it. I like yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Because it's very important
Enjoy that.
to keep moving the
Yeah.
body.
Keep moving.
Yeah, to stay fit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's what we see in France, because when we went to France, I saw people really old and walking like with the nose on the floor, but they just digging the wood. And in Holland, I saw all the old men sitting behind the plants and get served by younger people. And I think we all have to go on till we are old.
Right.
Not sitting and let it be served, but doing it yourself.
Yeah, in France they have this saying that working is the way to keep healthy. They have the
Nice.
travail et la conservation,
Okay.
they say.
Très bien.
Très
Oui,
bien.
oui.
Très bien.
Ok, pour les Français.
Oui.
Okay.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep cooking
Yeah.
amazing food. I eat your food now that you're here, and I feel great.
Good.
I love the breads you make and the beans and everything that you guys cook is so. It feels so good in your body, which I think is so important to just fuel. It's really fuel for your body to stay active and be good. And yeah, thank you so much for being an inspiration to so many people.
Okay.
Okay, thank you too
Thank you too
Thank
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Yeah. Jinx. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, Farah.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Changemakers podcast. My name is farahamberh, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you did, it would really mean the world to me if you could rate the podcast, and also remember to follow the podcast to stay updated on new episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.